Yo, what up, guys? So I made this little video here. I put Walker Buehler and Justin Verlander side by side. I think they do a lot of things very similar, very well. Obviously, we'll take it from the beginning here. Obviously, Buehler, a guy going over the head. Verlander, a guy going down to the belt and then up. So I want you to notice right off the bat, we have two guys, super elite dudes. They both instill what I call hand rhythm in the beginning of their move, right? So I'm big on this theory, self-proclaimed theory, not sure, but big on this theory of like the body is constantly feeding off things that we give it in the very initial move of the delivery. So for example, if we want to be in rhythm, if we want to be in sync during our 90s boy band during our delivery, then in the initial move of the delivery, we should start promoting something that instills a little bit of rhythm. And I think, Buehler and Verlander guys that both instill a little bit of hand rhythm, which will therefore promote a little bit better timing. So, like I mentioned, Verlander, a guy going belt to up. He's done that for the longest time now, and Buehler, a guy going over the head. Either way, they both get into this very similar position that we see here. So what do we see? Let's get Verlander peak leg lift. Okay. All right. So what do we see? So hands center cut, head is focal point, like on the target. And we see that both of their bodies, even though the Buehler clip isn't exactly the same angle as the Verlander clip, both of their bodies have already begun to move down the mound, right? So if you look, at their overall general posture in this particular clip, they're starting to move. So their initial move was established pre-peak leg lift. So you'll see both of them starting to move. Again, the body is going to start feeding into that whatever we're giving it. So if we can start the initial move, or if we can get some forward momentum in the initial move, then we'll be able to accelerate into this drive phase, in which both guys do. So now you see in this clip here, extremely similar, right? So you'll see that their back leg into that hip hinge corkscrew position has the stability to be able to hold that while their hand is out, which gives their arm enough time to get into, positions it needs to get into. You see established glove side direction right off the bat. Buehler has a little bit more emphasis on head posture, staying a little bit stacked over that back leg, whereas Verlander, he's kind of getting going. He's going to stay center cut the whole time. I know the Buehler clip doesn't have the foot contact, but both of them are staying relatively connected to the ground. So in recap of what we have here is sights. So you have sights right off the bat. You have established direction with this glove side. You have hand and arm out going down the mound, and you have drive leg stability, holding ground connection, and maximizing this ground force production. The one thing that I'll say that's not included in this particular clip is Buehler actually does puts more a little emphasis on his foot. I know Verlander has that open foot. I think Buehler's closed, if I'm not mistaken. So now we get going down. Notice how they create this hip capacity separation, right? So this knee to knee separation here. They hold drive leg, or that hip external rotation, whatever you want to call it. They hold that drive leg stability into the ground, and they create that separation. So both of them have extremely good optimal movement capacity in their hips to be able to create this extension here. So now they're getting out, right? So they're getting extended. They're starting to really get into their drive phase, holding that ground connection all the way through, still establishing direction with the front side. As I mentioned earlier, Buehler a little bit better head position, not better, but head position is a little bit more focused on the back, whereas Verlander's a little center cut, and now we're getting going. I would say Verlander is a lot more picture perfect. I don't know why that just came to my mind. Like, it just looks like everything's so picture perfect with how his arms work in unison with one another. You know, he creates a ton of leverage, and Buehler's more of like what I would call just super athletic, aggressive, whippy, electric arm. But, you know, coming into ball release, we see that their glove side still holds posture. We see them both get out and extend. Obviously, Verlander's got more of this upright, extended, hyper extended knee on the lead leg. Buehler's a little bit different. He's got this concaved knee. But what the point that I want to make is both of them do an exceptional job of stabilizing at front foot strike. So even though Verlander comes down, stabilizes, and extends knee, Buehler doesn't do that, but they both accept that force on that front side extremely well. You'll see no forward movement with that knee for Buehler or Verlander. Verlander's actually goes back. Verlander, higher release point. Buehler, more forward trunk extension. But notice the glove side still holding, not flying out. And then the extension. So here's a little slow-mo, just kind of recap. Forward momentum, pre-peak leg lift, hands, rhythm, posture, sit, drive leg, hold ground, extend, hip capacity. Now we're moving. Let's go. Front foot strike, hold, brace, accept, extend, stabilize. Boom. Cool. How'd you like it? Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know. Hit the subscribe button, because I think everyone says that when they do YouTube videos, so I better say it. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed. Talk to you guys soon.